हेलो स्टूडेंट्स। पिछले लेक्चर में हमने अलजेब्रा ऑफ लिमिट डिस्कस किया, उसके बाद उस पर बेस हमने प्रॉब्लम डिस्कस की। जो हमने प्रॉब्लम डिस्कस की वो थ्योरम में अलजेब्रा ऑफ लिमिट वो सफिशिएंट नहीं था। उसके लिए उसके बाद हम और थ्योरम में ड्राइव कर रहे हैं जिससे हमें लिमिट किसी फंक्शन की किसी पॉइंट की नेबरहुड लिमिट फाइंड करने में कन्वीनियंस होगा। तो एक दो थ्योरम प्रूव करेंगे हम यहाँ पे। एक होगा स्क्वीज प्रिंसिपल और सैंडविच थ्योरम। दूसरी है if the limit of one function converges to zero in the neighborhood of a point and other function is bounded in the neighborhood of the point, then the limit of the product is also equal to zero. So let us first prove the squeeze principle, or this is also sandwich theorem. Statement of theorem is if fx is less than gx is less than hx for all x in some related neighborhood of a point A, and limit x approaches to A of fx is L is equal to limit x approaches to A of hx, then limit of x approaches to A of gx is equal to L. Proof given is limit x approaches to A of fx is L and limit x approaches to A of hx is also equal to L. Then using definition of limit, what does this imply? If limit x is to A of fx is L, then and the limit x which is to A of hx is equal to L, then we can choose. We have given epsilon greater than 0, however small, there exists a positive real number delta 1 depending upon epsilon greater than 0, and delta 2 depending upon epsilon greater than 0, such that fx minus L modulus is less than epsilon for all 0 is less than x minus L less than delta 1. So if we open the modulus of this first inequality and second inequality, we'll obtain that your fx is lying between L minus epsilon is less than uh, like L minus epsilon and L plus epsilon. That is L minus epsilon less than fx is less than L plus epsilon. Open it for all x belonging to the delta deleted neighborhood of A. This is delta deleted neighborhood of A. Delta deleted means symmetric, delta means symmetric, deleted means deleting the point A at which we are discussing the limit. Similarly, for limit x approaches to A of hx is L, and given epsilon greater than 0, there is possibility number delta 2 depending on epsilon, such that modulus of hx minus L is less than epsilon for all 0 is less than x minus L is less than delta 2. Again, opening the modulus, we will get that L minus epsilon is less than hx minus L, hx is less than L plus epsilon for x belong to the delta 2 deleted neighborhood of A. And one thing also given, we are given that fx is less than gx is less than hx in some deleted neighborhood of A. So let us show that let the delta 3 deleted neighborhood of A, this inequality holds true. That means this is why this is called sandwich theorem, because we are discussing the function limit of function hx when function of fx and hx is given to you. So we are discussing that if the if the function fx and hx converges to the same limit as x approaches to A, then the fx will also come to the same limit. So that's why it is the sandwich. This function is sandwich between fx, gx is sandwich between fx and hx. So now when we choose the delta 3 written root of A, means this is equal to whole, therefore we can write this as fx is less than gx less than hx for x belong to the delta 3 written root of A. Now combining first, second and third means for the combination of first, second, third, let us choose delta to be minimum of delta 1, delta 2, delta 3. We have chosen delta in such a way so that first inequality, this second inequality, and this third inequality holds true in the same domain. From same domain, that's why we discuss this. Now, now equate from first, second, and this third in delta deleted neighborhood of A, delta neighborhood of A now your L minus epsilon is less than fx, and third gives fx is less than gx, and gx is less than hx, and this result gives hx is less than L plus epsilon. So from first, L minus epsilon is less than fx, second fx is less than gx, gx is less than hx, hx is less than L plus epsilon in the delta, in this delta deleted neighborhood of A. So using this, now into this delta neighborhood of A, now required results, if this L minus epsilon is less than this, fx is less than gx is less than hx is less than L minus epsilon, therefore if you delete them, fx from here and hx from here, even then this inequality holds true. L minus epsilon is less than gx is less than L plus epsilon for all x belong to the delta deleted neighborhood of A. This implies, definition implies, limit x is to A of gx is equal to L. This proves the theorem. So the proof of this theorem is, if the limit of if we are given three function in a written root way, they possess this relation fx less than gx less than hx, and limit of the both extreme function converges to the same limit, then the limit of the middle function also goes to the same limit. This is called your sandwich theorem. Now that's similar to it. If limit x approaches to A of fx is 0 and gx is bounded in some deleted neighborhood of A, then the limit of the product is also equal to 0. So we prove this. Given is limit x approaches to A of x is 0. Now definition, and second is gx is bounded in some deleted neighborhood of A. So second implies, if gx is bounded in some deleted neighborhood of A, then there is this positive number delta 1 such that modulus gx is less than m for all m for 0 is less than x minus n less than delta 1, where m is any positive number. So this first result. For second, if limit x approaches to A of fx is equal to 0, this implies given epsilon greater than 0, however small, there is a positive number delta 2 depending upon epsilon such that fx minus 0 modulus is less than epsilon upon m. Epsilon m we have taken from here, and now why m? We want to write result in the standard form, definition form. So we are dividing it by m. This epsilon is very small number. How small you can take? If you divide the finite number, very small number will remain very small for deleted delta 2 neighborhood. Now combining A and B, let us choose delta to be minimum of these. You know, this means we are we are discussing this in the common domain in which both inequalities, this inequality gx modulus gx less than m and modulus of fx minus 0 less than epsilon by 2 holds true. That's why we're using this. So in this domain, both inequalities hold true. In this domain, both these inequalities hold true. So now what to prove? We have to prove that limit x is to A of fx into gxl. But then by definition, what to prove? Given epsilon greater than 0, this delta such that modulus of fx into gx minus l must be this epsilon. So we have taken the left hand side of the definition. Modulus of fx into gx minus 0 can be written as, if you subtract 0 from this, you get the same function. Modulus of product is product of them. Now substituting the value, this is just replacing it by greater number, this is epsilon by 2, in which domain? Delta deleted neighborhood of A. And gx is less than m, cancel out the m, then we got the result that limit x approaches to A of fx into gx is equal to 0. So this is, now again, let's go to, if the limit of one function is 0 and other fixed function is bounded in a deleted neighborhood of a point at which the limit of function is 0, then the limit of product is 0. It is very beautiful theorem and very useful theorem for finding the limit of the product of functions. Now let us discuss a very beautiful example which we have discussed in the definition of limit also. Prove that limit x approaches to A of x minus a into sine of 1 upon x minus a is equal to 0. Now solution by definition method we have done in the previous lecture. We have discussed it in the Google Meet class. Solution by definition method. Now fx is equal to given function is this. In order to show that limit of this is equal to 0, limit of x is to a of fx is equal to 0, limit is 0, limit of x is equal to 0, we will we have given x equal to 0 definition. Our small, we can find a positive number delta depending on the epsilon such that fx minus 0 is less than epsilon for all 0 less than x minus a less than delta or delta directly negative. Now taking left hand side this, substitute the value fx minus 0 is less than epsilon. So simplifying it, left hand side is equal to fx minus 0 minus 0 same modulus x minus a sine of 1 by x minus a. So modulus of product is modulus. Now this is x minus a. This is we have replaced this by sin x by, because sin of x is bounded for all real numbers. Therefore, bounded in the deleted neighborhood of a. Sin x is bounded in the neighborhood. Bounded in the for real number for all real numbers. Therefore, bounded in the deleted neighborhood of a. So substituting the value, replacing the sine of 1 upon x for x not equal to a, replacing it by sine of 1 upon x by 1. So this will become less than by 1, less than equal to 1. So this inequality become less than equal to x minus a. But this is less than epsilon. It's less than epsilon and x minus a less than delta. If we choose delta to be equal to epsilon, then this fx minus 0 is less than epsilon for all 0 is less than x minus a less than delta. Implies limit x is to a, definition implies limit x is to a of x minus a sine of 1 upon x minus a is equal to 0. Now it will prove it. We can prove it also by the use of this theorem of if one function is limit of one function is 0 and other is bounded, then the limit of product is equal to 0. So using this theorem, using the theorem of bounded function to prove this same problem. Let fx is equal to x minus a, gx is equal to sine of 1 upon x minus a. So we have to what to prove is we have to prove that limit x is to a of fx into gx is equal to 0. So stated theorem is if the limit of one function, now one function fx is as x goes to a, this fx goes to 0. If one function approaches 0 as x goes to a and other function bounded in the deleted neighborhood of a, then the product will be equal to 0. So we are just comparing the problem with this, and it is theorem, and we'll prove what to prove here is the limit of fx is 0 and other function will show that bounded, and then the limit of product will become 0. So let us find the limit of limit x is to a of fx, that is equal to limit x is to a of x minus a, which is equal to a minus a is equal to 0. The limit of x approaches to a of fx is 0. This implies, now we'll show that gx is bounded. Gx, what is gx? Gx is equal to sine of 1 upon x. So module of gx is equal to sine of 1 upon x minus a. We know that sine of x is bounded is less than equal to 1 for all real numbers. So real number except x is equal to, now if we replace x by sine 1 upon x minus a, then this will be bounded for except at x is equal to a, because if x is equal to a, you can discuss that. So what does imply? This implies gx, when substitute this value, when substitute the boundedness of sine x in the whole domain, this will be for whole real numbers. That will be, if it is bounded for the set of real numbers, then it will be bounded for in the deleted neighborhood of a. So because deleted neighborhood of a is a subset of a set of real numbers. So this implies model of gx is less than equal to 1 in some deleted neighborhood of a. So the now using first and second, first result gives us limit of function fx is 0, and the second result shows that limit the fx is bounded in some related neighborhood of a. The statement of both the function are fit in the statement of the theorem. Implies limit x approaches to a of x minus a into sine of 1 upon x minus a is equal to 0. Thank you.